Hi.
Hey, everybody.
Can you hear us okay?
Gotta move this back.
Yeah, we're a little close.
There we go. Like that?
Yeah. Can you guys hear us okay? Oh, yeah. Eddie. Hey, Sea Leg. Carson's here. Pier Runners, Cruise Nuts. Who else is here? There's Taylor Renko.
Yeah.
Taylor Family, or Leonard Family. I said Taylor Family. Leonard Family Fun. We're going to change your channel name for you.
Rayleigh Creative Travel.
Hey, hey.
I Love Cruising Royal.
Hi.
And we got all the shooters in here.
We do. So, hey, like when you guys are getting ready for, when the countdown's happening, what do you do like to get ready to start talking? Because he brought up something that I can't stop laughing at it. He said, tell him what you told me.
Well, it's I picked this up from DJ, and he was joking around because he was stumbling on an early morning show on Sirius XM radio. And he was stuttering and stammering. He said, I forgot to do my warm-ups. And he says, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather.
I can't do it.
And if you do that, it helps loosen up your tongue. Red leather, yellow leather, over and over.
It loosens up your tongue if you can talk. Because red leather, yellow, I can't even do it. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather.
So I do that. I do that before I do my news. Eddie's Cruise News, I have to loosen up. I try to be professional when I do those.
See how we're always looking out for you? Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather.
Does anyone hear us?
I thought they would tell us if they couldn't hear us.
Okay. All right. So we are up to 15. We got 15 in here.
We got an exciting show tonight.
Yes, we do.
Very exciting show.
Yes, new segment.
New segment.
We're hoping it goes off without a hitch.
It's our first time to have guests, and we're very excited about these guests because we've been fans of their vlog for months and months and months.
So, yeah, several months. We were debating about when we discovered them, and we think it was around the time we went on to Mardi Gras, which we have the distinct honor of bragging that we went on Mardi Gras on its first Mardi Gras sailing, which is pretty cool.
I forgot about that.
And it was completely by accident.
We were the first sailing of the Mardi Gras on Mardi Gras Day, which it was awesome. But we didn't do it on purpose.
It was just by luck. It was so stupid. We had it scheduled for May, and we moved it up to February, and I can't remember why we did that. And maybe it's because the price difference. It was a lot less money doing it in February.
Which you would think that it would be more because it's Mardi Gras and Mardi Gras, but it wasn't. So it was a good deal.
It was pretty cool. So so that and we started watching them, I believe, around that time, because before we go on every cruise, we go hit the vlogs, and we're looking up the Mardi Gras, and we end up watching them, and they're awesome. We really like them.
We're big fans of their content, and we're really excited to have them. But before we get into that, we were talking a little bit about how we research. I get obsessed with whatever cruise ship I'm going on next. Right now, we're getting ready to go on the Magic. So I have watched every single Magic vlog, probably in creation. Just the tours, the room tours, just any kind of vlog about the Magic, because I want to refresh my memory about, how to get around on the ship. And I want to see the staff that are currently on the ship, who the cruise director is, some of their events. It pumps me up. I'm like so excited about this cruise because it's been 4 months since we've been on one, and I am jonesing.
MGM Travel, Family Travel, welcome aboard. I know you guys do a live at 8 o'clock, and we really appreciate you stopping in here. And we're very sorry for encroaching on your live hour. It's so hard to pick a time where you're not going to be bumping or going into someone else's live.
It's really hard.
And we tried our best to try to pick a time that worked well. And
so we're going to have to put a cap on, how many more vloggers are allowed to enter, because we can't handle any more lives. We can't handle it. We want to support everybody, but it's getting crowded, man.
Yeah, it's our schedule is pretty tight. Last night we watched Have Luggage Will Travel. Josh and Amanda, we watched their entire live from beginning to end, and then Para DJ vlog popped up on our TV, so we're watching Para DJ, and next thing you know, I end up being up way too late.
Yeah, he's got to get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I don't I have to go to work at 9. I work from home, so I can sleep in. I could sleep in until 8:35. Get up, have a cup of coffee, and then go to work. So
Yeah.
hey, Josh and Amanda.
See, I'm 32, and this is all premature aging from not getting sleep.
He's lying to you.
Well, but anyways, yeah, that. So we do have another really big, cool thing happening, and that is we are closing in on 10,000 subscribers.
And we have such a great plan for celebrating hitting that 10,000, but it's going to be delayed a little bit because we are coordinating some scheduling with our lives, because this week we have Arc Adventures, and then next week How We Cruise is joining us at the captain's table, and then we're going on after that. We are going on a cruise.
Yeah.
And then after that, which we're not gonna spoil our surprise, but when we confirm, we'll have a very special announcement.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't even be discussing the.
That's all we're going to say.
Just the thought that there could be a surprise.
Yes.
Because we have to get confirmation that we can get these guests on board. So on board.
Yeah, on board.
Yeah.
So Eddie ordered a captain's hat for the captain's table, and I gotta mute my computer. And it didn't come. Thank you, Amazon. So we'll have to do that next week. He's gonna take the baseball cap off, and he's gonna put on his captain's hat. And if he's captain, I guess that means I'm Tennille. Tell me that somebody in here gets that, Captain and Tennille. Tell me that you're not too old for that.
Hey, the funny thing is, she came up with the captain's table.
I did.
Is the name of it. Now, almost every live streamer, they have guests on, and we think it's one of the best parts about having a live stream is to bring guests on. And our goal each week is to bring people on that we really enjoy watching, that we straight up like them. We think they're really cool people. We believe the people we see on their channel are the same people in the real world. And
Amanda gets it. Josh, you are not that young. You get it too. All right. Arc Adventures gets it. See, Captain has the captain's hat on, and I was like, can I get like a hat that has like Tennille on it? But Tennille never wore a hat. I was
gonna give her the Gilligan bucket hat, and I could be the captain. She could be Gilligan.
No, I like Tennille better.
Yeah.
But Tennille had the Dorothy Hamill, like the bangs curled under and the hair curled under like that. Maybe I'll get a wig, but I don't know how I'm going to put that on real quick because I got all this, and this doesn't hide well. So
you need to get all this, and then you can do whatever you want.
Yes.
Yeah. See.
So you'll be able to like slide your hat on real quick.
See, now I wear the hat because glare, guys. You think my biceps are glistening? You should see my head glisten, Josh.
He's got the whole head glistening.
I've got I'm glistening all over thing going on. So, anyways, we are closing in on 10,000, and I wanted to talk about that briefly because you guys. In the cruise vlog, well, my head's all crooked now.
Yeah. Well,
in the cruise vlog, Spear, everybody, thinks that once you start getting, over, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, like you have monstrous growth on YouTube. And the truth of the matter is the cruise world is tiny. We're such a special, small interest group that there's not that many people that are subscribing to these channels. There's not that many people. So I play guitar, and I follow a bunch of guitar pages where the creators have hundreds of thousands or millions of subscribers. And I watch a brand new kid pop up, a studio musician out of Nashville, who went from when I found him, he had 8,000 subscribers.
Hey,
and then
strong.
4 weeks later, he had 50,000 subscribers.
Well, it seems like every time you get to a milestone.
That's what I was going to say.
Love will keep us together.
There you go.
I should sing that with my little wig on, huh?
But
anyway,
you're still my thunder.
I know. When you get to a milestone, when you get to that 1,000.
It's not even a milestone.
I swear it seems like it, though, because you're paying closer attention.
Yeah.
But when you get to like that 1,000 mark, when you get to 1,500, when you get to, to whatever that is that you're aiming for, that goal in the moment, I swear to God, YouTube knows it. Well, and they freeze you.
They straight up do they audit your channel.
Mhm.
Your channel will get audited occasionally. And we've had it happen when I remember being stuck at like 372 for like 2 weeks. And then looking and be at 371 and 370. And then I'm going, what the hell's going on? And then all of a sudden we're at 404. I'm like, what happened? You know,
in 5 minutes.
Yeah, it just, the way it works is just really crazy. And then EECC, they were stuck at 99,000
for like almost a month.
Longer than that. It was like 2 months. They just cannot.
They couldn't get to 100,000.
Their numbers kept dropping because they were getting audited. And they, as you get audited, all the bots that subscribe to your channel, they get knocked off. So you're losing subscribers as you're gaining subscribers. It's like treading water. So we hit a really hard spot around 8,200 where we stuck for days and days and days and days and days. And then now we have been stuck at like 9,900 for the last like 3 days. I think we're at 9,902. So we're 98 away from 10,000. And
hey, Alito. Yeah. So the point of all this is to tell you that just be patient. Try to just ride it out because number one, you don't want the bots subscribed to you anyway. And so let them audit it and get all that cleaned out.
Well, YouTube, their goal is they want you to be successful, but they don't want you to be too successful. Right. They're like your relatives. Hey, they're doing really well. They got an in-ground pool, those bastards.
Sealig asked us a question. What is your suggestion to gain subs? And the quick answer to that is content. Keep posting stuff. Little things, big things, vlogs, shorts. We're getting close to 500 videos posted. Yeah. So in a year we've posted 500 shorts, vlogs, different things. So content, and put it out there, and people will watch it.
And don't get caught up trying to be too fancy. Right. You're not gonna be the next Spielberg, guys. You don't have to. You forget about being perfect. Forget about being too cute with all your editing and stuff. You're not getting nominated for an Emmy for any of this stuff. Just get your thoughts out. Be you and post content, man. There's already a Spielberg.
How do you prevent chafing on squirrels?
Listen, it's complicated. First, you got to be quick. You got to be quick to catch the squirrel. And I don't know if you got it in you, big guy. You're kind of big. Big guys are usually a little clumsy.
I would say Vaseline.
Well,
Vaseline will prevent chafing.
And you have to
Vaseline will prevent chafing, period.
And maybe play a little Marvin Gaye. Okay, you want to loosen them up. You want to get them comfortable. It's all about that. It's about creating a vibe, Josh. So that's what we're doing.
Is this Eddie Allison that's saying don't be perfect?
Yes.
Honestly. Oh my God. Mike, you wouldn't believe how far he's coming at. When he would electric wire, when we first started, Eddie would redo a news vlog a ridiculous amount of times to the point where he was annoying, if I'm being honest.
Well, she don't even know the struggle because it happens usually while she's working. So I would take like 15 takes. I told you guys I don't like splicing video together. Where I do a story and then I say something stupid, so I cut that out. Then I start. I don't like doing that.
No, but he is OCD.
I go front to back.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot better about just letting it be natural and not worrying about trying to be perfect. And me, I'm not really. I don't worry about it at all.
Guys,
I'm just me, and that you're getting what you're getting. Period.
You guys wouldn't even believe what I do. I don't even have a computer at work. They took our computers from us because we were sending emails complaining about things they don't like to hear. They don't like complaints at the dungeon. They don't want us telling them anything. So they took our computers from us. So what I do is I will find news articles on my phone, and you're going to laugh at this. I pull them up, put them in the copy machine, and I do copies of my Pro Max 13. This size, it's pretty small when you're looking at, print. So I will make multiple copies of pages, all right? Mm-hmm. So I will you'll see me sometimes rattling papers around. And what I do is I read the cruise news and make myself really familiar with it. So I have all the basics down. And then when I start recording, I will have those in front of me to go to keep me on track on what I'm supposed to be doing and try not to miss anything. Especially if there's like something like a lot of verbiage that I have to remember. I need something in front of me to be able to pull that off. So that's what I do.
Sea Leg's asking a really good question. What do you think the best length of videos? I'm going to give you my opinion. His may differ from me, but I'll tell you what I think. I think you don't want it to be too long because you're going to lose people. So you need, in order to, be successful, you have to have the combination of views and time watched. So I say, worry about the views with your vlogs. Try to get, keep it. I like that, Mike, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, maybe 15 at the most. But you'll get your watch time during your lives. So schedule regular lives. Right now, it looks like we have at least 20 people in here. If this vlog is an hour, 20 times, 60 minutes, that adds up. So I say worry about your watch time in your lives and worry about, the content and the videos being shorter to get your views up.
All right, I'm going to give you my opinion on it. I spend a lot of time looking at what other people are doing, the successful channels. And I'm going to tell you, there is no right answer to that. There is absolutely no right answer to that. There is no perfect time on a video. There are people that have super successful channels that have routinely, their vlogs are 30, 40 minutes long or longer. And they have thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers, and their videos get tens of thousands of views. So it boils down to, do people want to watch it? You can post 50 3-minute videos, 51-minute videos, and not get anyone to watch them. You have to pull them in and have something that holds them to it to watch all the way through.
That's very true.
And
don't make it long.
But she's talking about watch hours. She's talking about how do you accumulate watch hours. Now we got our 4,000 watch hours with a ton of shorts. Mm-hmm. We had a ton of shorts. It took us a long time to get 4,000 watch hours, but our views were huge. We had 100,000 views, I think, when we were around 500 subscribers. We had a ton of views in the beginning. But again, the YouTube algorithm is always changing, guys, and it's very, very hard to crack. It's like the Matrix.
Yes.
The Matrix.
So don't put like a label on it. Don't say, okay, well, I'm only going to do 15-minute vlogs. Do whatever feels natural. Start it and end it with what you feel is good for the content of it, if that makes sense. Just, do you. Like, what you do may not work for us, and what we do may not work for you. Now, guess what time it is?
All right. Oh, wait a minute. Before we do that, we are gonna after we do our interview here, we're gonna do our cruise topic of the week. And we're gonna do that after the interview. So just so you guys know.
Yep.
So, and that is gonna be the drink package.
Talk about the drink package. So I'm gonna intro our guests, Arc Adventures. We're big fans of theirs. We love their content. They're funny. They're cool. They're people you want to hang out with. I'm really excited to get to hang out with them now. I hope we get to cruise with them someday. And I pray to God that this works, because we haven't done this before. So let's see.
They're right there.
Okay,
They're
gotcha.
right there.
So I hit that? Okay.
No, right here.
Gotcha.
We got to get down to them somehow.
Just scroll down on the page.
We should be.
All right, guys, we're trying to figure out how to bring you. Oh, maybe that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope, you didn't grab it.
Here, you do it.
All right. Let me see.
There you go.
Listen.
There we go. Just hit
I'm not just. Wait a second. I'm not just the looks. I'm the brains of the operation, people.
Oh, hey! There's the real hairy chest guy. Should have won. You were robbed, Andy.
Here, he needs to get over. I know, right? Because that guy,
man.
He maybe had
can
a little
everybody
curl
see him?
or nothing. He had nothing. So
yeah.
I was
So
robbed.
can everybody see and hear? Okay. In the chat, let us know. I can hear you. Let's see if we can turn the volume up at all.
can't scoot over.
I'm gonna turn our volume up full blast so we can make sure we hear you okay. Oh, yeah,
we're
we're up good.
Okay.
All right. Can you guys see and hear us all right?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
That's awesome. All right.
So we, as we have said 3 times now, we're big fans. We think you guys are amazing. We love your content. You're fun. You're really fun to watch. You know, your editing is on point. You guys are just amazing. So we're really super happy to get to hang out with you. So
Thank you.
Thank you. It's mutual. We're sitting here cracking up. You
Yeah,
two are just like
you're killing us.
So we're like, okay, I hope they can't see us because it's like
we're very silly people, and we're probably not for everybody, but for silly people, we'll do all right.
you got, as
Okay.
you say, you gotta do
Okay.
you. And that's it. So.
Yes, exactly. So you are our very first Captain Table guests,
Woohoo!
and the technology works. So I'm feeling awfully confident right now. So normally he's going to put on the captain hat. I wish I could pull off the Tennille wig. I really do, but this is just not going to be hidden no matter what.
I gotta say what Eddie was saying. Like, you know, he wears a hat right before 6 o'clock. Andy goes, hat or no hat, and it's like it's a big.
Yeah,
I went with the, if anyone knows, Planet Express.
Oh, yeah.
Does anyone know the reference?
I don't. Do you?
that isn't from Buzz Lightyear, is it? No.
Ooh, close. No, it's more a Matt Groening thing.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
So not Simpsons, but the one that takes place in the future.
It's got a spaceship.
Futurama.
Futurama. You got
Vince
it.
in disguise. That is my son.
Well, you
And
know,
he guessed it.
Bezos dropped the ball and did not deliver my hat in time. So,
Oh, we were
Yeah.
starting to hear that.
yeah, it's all right. She came up with the idea of doing the captain's table as the title, like I believe on Thursday. So, you know, I jumped on Amazon, tried to order a hat real quick.
I was trying to find a role for myself in this whole thing. I mean, even though I came up with the title, like he's the captain, I don't want to be Gilligan because I'll be honest with you, I always wanted to punch Gilligan in the face. I don't know about you guys.
I'd rather be Gilligan.
He
My
drove
mom
me
always-
nuts.
My mom always yelled at me for watching Gilligan's Island. She's like, "Why are you watching that like show that makes you stupid?" I'm like, "What?"
I
love
mean,
it.
how many times did he stop them from getting off that stinking island? Just him.
Well, and they needed
Great
to
show.
keep the series going.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I know, but in the moment when you're like all caught up in the almost rescue every week, like Gilligan stopped it every time. So I didn't want to be Gilligan. Okay, that was out of the question.
Yeah.
Right. And I wasn't. I
Gilligan,
didn't want to be.
buddy.
So then I was thinking, you know, I'm thinking captain, and then I was thinking the hat could be like an officer, and I could put on a mustache, and I could be an officer and a gentleman, and I could, you know, start singing "The Look Goes Up Where You Belong." But nobody wants to hear me sing, so I decided against that too.
She's crazy. She's not on medicine.
No, Marianne. Oh,
Yeah.
Ginger.
maybe.
Okay, so we have questions.
We do.
And we have them on.
We have them on our screen here because
Yeah.
I can't remember everything. So first question, how did you guys meet?
On a cruise ship. No.
You met? Oh,
So we actually met way back when playing in a co-ed softball league.
oh, okay.
Nice.
Now, who's a better softball player?
So I don't want to get into a whole long story here, but this one right before our wedding, I guess a year or so before we even got engaged, he threw a ball and broke my leg. So
What didn't break?
I got a stress fracture. So
Uh,
we'll let you all decide who's the better.
Okay, so you still married him?
Yeah, even
I kept telling her the ball was very catchable.
But that was the thing I found out after the fact that he told my dad and my sister that it was a catchable ball.
So yeah, I never heard the end of that one.
It hit you in the face, right?
No,
Did you say
shin.
In the shin?
Yeah,
Oh.
it fractured her leg.
Yeah. Well, hey, I don't know. I'm gonna have to. I was a travel baseball coach for over a decade, So I'd have to make you run on that one, Andy. You're gonna be running.
So
Running.
what position did you guys play?
So I played third. She was at second. So yeah, she was looking for a third baseman, and she asked around the league, "Oh, you know anything about this guy?" And so that's kind of how she picked me. Someone said, "Yeah, he's pretty good. He's all right." But yeah, that double play ball, I quickly grabbed the ball and I just whizzed it to second, and that's the one that hit her in the shin.
But
Going for the double play.
But the problem, there was no the communication was there. I said, we have a fast runner on first. Don't come to me because you're not going to get him.
Right.
And
I probably didn't get that
no listening.
message.
Yeah. You were too engrossed into the moment of the game, right?
You were just reacting, buddy. You're
right.
I
mean, that's kind of understandable.
You're an elite athlete. You're gonna react in the heat of the moment, and there's nothing you can do about it.
All right. So Andrea, did you were you down and out, or did you try to keep playing?
Oh, I was down and out.
Yes.
I tried to keep playing, but I couldn't put weight on it, and I was just so mad. I was like, man, because I was getting ready for 5Ks and stuff, so it knocked me out.
Yeah.
You had a bump for a long time.
I had
too.
the largest welt and bruise.
Yeah,
on my leg.
we call that a goose egg in the business. When you get hit in the shin like that, that's bad. Yeah, that's a bad one.
So how long did you guys play in that league?
So I believe we both started in 2012, and then we actually met around 2013, right?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Wow.
the league kind of disbanded around 2018, maybe.
So you guys don't play anymore?
We're we call ourselves semi-retired. Our league kind of fell apart, and then with Andy's work, he used to have a league, but then the pandemic hit, and then everything shut down sports-wise. So
yeah, that dang pandemic messed up a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it sure did.
Really did.
So we haven't played for a while.
We played this earlier this year
Yeah.
at a picnic, and I was like, okay, I can still play.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you get a little bit rusty when you haven't played in a while, but I swear to you, because I played all the way through high school for my church and my school, and I swear to you, I could go to a batting cage and I'll miss a couple of times, but once you get that, you don't really totally lose it. You might get rusty and you're not as good as you used to be, but I feel like you could pick it up again, and it still has some skill set to it.
Once there was no league for me, that's when I kind of went full force into running and triathlon, and then the two just don't mix. I was afraid to get injured, and so softball was over.
You are tough, I'll tell you that.
You're a warrior, I'll tell you.
If you guys are getting a team together, you could probably talk us into it.
I don't even know if I could run all the way to first base anymore. I've been working from home for 2 years. I hardly move. I'll be halfway to first base, and it wouldn't be pretty.
Last time I was in a men's softball league was in my late 20s, early 30s, and everybody on the team, I played baseball in high school. I played baseball in college, and they all said they played. And as soon as we put the team together, got out there, got to practice, it was like none of them had any concept of how to play baseball. And it was just too much stress on me. I'm like, man, you guys are knuckleheads. And, they're up there popping out and grounding out. I'm like, this is softball. If you can't hit that ball where you want it to go, you should just stop.
I feel like I could hit the ball, but I feel like I would run halfway to first base and then maybe crooked somersault the rest of the way. That would be how I get there. It wouldn't be straight somersaults. It would be a little bit.
Just call that sliding with style.
That's right. Falling gracefully.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm a baseball elitist, so I'm probably old enough to play softball now at 53, but I couldn't do it in my late 20s, early 30s. I felt like I was coaching these knuckleheads on how to play baseball. It was really silly. Why are you trying to throw guys out at the plate? You got a guy at the fence in right field trying to throw someone out at the plate. Everybody's running around the bases, scoring. I'm like, oh.
I'm picturing somebody trying to somersault to first base.
Yeah, she'll answer her own jokes.
I do. I entertain myself.
So do I.
I entertain myself.
Okay, next question.
All right, ready? All right. How did you guys become vloggers? How did that happen?
So we took a couple cruises together in 2016, And then we took another one shortly after we got married in 2017, Carnival Dream. That one was scary. I got locked in the bathroom.
Oh, I
And-
remember
yeah.
that. I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was. They asked if they could send us like champagne and strawberries as like to apologize. And I
Okay,
said
so
yes.
how long were you locked in the bathroom?
It was 20
maybe
minutes.
it
or
was about a
more.
good half hour.
Yeah.
Oh my
Because
God.
so we were on the spa deck, and so Andy, went into the room.
Went in the men's room. Yeah, and I turned the lock, and then it just kept turning. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
We watched that.
We did.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
watched
so
it.
it kept
You
turning.
didn't try writing a will like on the toilet paper or anything, like telling everybody goodbye. Dear world, I might never make it out of the restroom. I will miss all of my family.
Okay, so was somebody in the restroom with you that reported you
No,
locked
so
in
no.
there?
this was a one-person open restroom. So then
Yeah.
I come through and I'm like, where is he? So I'm kind of walking through the halls and I'm seeing the doorknob and I'm like, Andy?
I'm like, whoa, it's me.
So
Oh, thank you, Wormstrong. Oh my gosh.
So I straightly ran outside to, I think it was like a towel attendant, and I'm like, my husband's locked in the bathroom, and she wasn't understanding, like,
Oh no.
I meant he was literally locked in the bathroom. So after a few calls, and it took about 3 engineers to show up, and they literally had to cut the lock off.
Yeah, they had
Okay,
to
so
come.
Andy, you have to learn SOS to knock on the wall for next time.
Yeah, Morse code, buddy.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
right
some sort of
code.
Well, you're
code
lucky
or-
you had your wife with you, Andy, because if you're there with your buddies, no one would ever find you. No one can find
I
a
know.
husband better than a wife.
That's
But
true.
that was
Yeah.
the thing. Like, other people were
That's
walking
true.
by and they can see the door handle, and they just kept walking.
Yeah.
Well, it's none of their business.
They don't know what
Right?
Andy's doing in there. You don't know.
what's going on.
You know?
Yeah, but-
You're lucky to have your time alone, buddy. So, all right.
So that cruise, then we did both also get kind of sick towards the end. There was flu going around New Orleans. So
Yeah, I remember
so
that.
So we took like a year and a half off, and then we wanted to cruise again in 2019. So I was looking up cruise videos. We wanted to go on the Horizon, and I found like a Sean and Steph video, if you guys have ever seen them. And we watched their Horizon series, and it was so good that's kind of what inspired me to I was like, well, maybe we can vlog our vacations, and neither of us has the best memories, so I'm like, this will be the best way to learn how or to see how our vacations were and not forget anything. So that's kind of how it started, pretty much to remember our vacations.
It's funny because a lot of the vloggers that we've become friends with, this is such a supportive and wonderful community, and most everyone that we've talked to have kind of the same thing. It wasn't really the intent wasn't really to be vloggers and have this channel and get big or anything like that. It was about capturing your memories.
Yep.
If something ever happens to me, Eddie will always have these vlogs to look back on, for the memories of all the traveling we did. Our children, if God forbid the plane goes down, they will have forever all of our travels and our adventures and the fun things that we've done. And if he gets dementia, I can pop on the TV like that movie with Adam Sandler, and it was at 50 First Dates. Do you remember that movie? Yeah. I can pop it on a vlog and be like, I'm your wife, look, we went here together, kind of stuff. So just memories. I'm being silly, but it's about
YouTube has replaced that dusty box of VHS tapes that all of our parents have, right? With all those birthdays and Christmases, and you can't do anything with that anymore, because no one has a VHS player anymore.
Yeah,
what's a VHS
she may
tape?
not know.
Exactly. Yeah, I keep forgetting. You're just a kid. You just turned 40. I've got scars over you.
I know cassette tapes and a pencil. I know those.
Do you know 8-track?
Right.
Yeah, it's because you watch Instagram, you kids, trying to relive our 80s.
So our next question.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Andy.
Oh, no. I was just gonna.
done.
I was just gonna say the last thing. Then it's cool about YouTube as opposed to VHS is you can rewatch your videos anywhere. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
that's also cool.
Yeah, it is. It's incredible. And it makes them money, obviously. So that's why it's free to all of us. So it's an awesome resource. It's just great. And that's what we did. We thought that when we started out, we keep saying this, but we thought our 6 kids and our 2 moms would be the only one who would ever watch us because we're so goofy.
It took us a year to do a live because we were like,
who wants to watch us? Yeah, honestly.
I don't know we're silly and we're goofy and we're funny people, but like, I don't know what we'll talk about, and I don't know if we'll be able to figure out the technology. And, I was afraid of it. And, now it's no big deal. I feel pretty comfortable with it. Obviously Eddie's comfortable with it. Eddie's not shy. I'm a little more shy than he is, but
no, she isn't.
A little bit more. All right. So you're next, sir.
Okay. Now I'm going to read this to you. Laura is so deep. Laura's like a serial killer. She's really organized. I know you guys mentioned some comments from fans about incorporating Disney into your vlogs. Why do you think that is? Your name is Arc Adventures, so wouldn't anything be game in the adventure aspect?
So, yes. But I think it's kind of like something that we kind of, I don't know, we flipped out about. So we created our channel and it's become like the whole cruising community thing. And this opportunity came with the pandemic while everybody was just kind of locked down in their house. We bought a house in Florida just as an investment. And it was somewhere for us to go when we worked at home. And I enjoy Disney. I've been Disney fan like all my life. My sister, I think, wish she was married to Mickey Mouse. Sorry, Ken. And Andy found a love of Disney in 2019 when we did a vacation trip. So we kind of were like, oh, should we do a separate channel, Disney with cruise? And we decided to blend them together. Well, coincidentally, the more Disney we put out, the views and the subscribers kind of tanked. And I'm
so confused by that because Disney is so huge.
Yeah, but it was the cruise fans. This is an assumption. I think they were so used to us doing cruise material that when they saw Disney, they were kind of like, oh, well, now they're switching. So, but I don't know. It could be all in our heads or not.
I'll tell you what I think. Okay, and I know nothing, so this is just not going to help you. So sorry, but. Who cares? I mean, if people quit watching you because they're not into Disney and cruising, then those aren't your people. That's not your tribe. That's not your tribe. Your tribe, just keep putting content out there. We were talking about it. I don't know if you could hear us before we brought you guys in, but just keep posting your content. Stay true to what you love and what you enjoy and be your authentic selves, and your tribe will find you. I promise you they will.
Hey, listen, the other thing is, like she said, your Arc Adventures, we're Huddle Adventures.
Yeah, and he's got Bronco stuff on our page.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do. He's got these bodybuild.
Hey, there's fitness.
You like that, Josh?
I can make anything about cruising. There's fitness centers on cruise ships. But no, in all seriousness, I thought about this today. If we cruise once a month, if we could pull that off, because I don't have that much vacation time, but if we could pull it off, that is only 1 week a month out of the year. That's 12 cruises a year. And if you're going to be posting content on a regular basis, you're going to go a long time without content, because no one's going to, very few people can cruise that often, right?
Not everybody is Kara DJ.
Yeah.
Kara DJ. Right.
Now,
no one else can do that.
EECC, I hate to keep bringing them up, but they started doing RV, traveling in their RV.
Yeah, they're living in their van now.
And they had the same backlash. Initially, when they did that, they had a lot of the cruising community, saying, why are you posting this RV stuff? We don't care about RV stuff, blah, blah, blah. And they just stuck with it and kept going. To me, if you guys had to start a separate channel, you only have so many hours in a day. So if you're going to dedicate time to one channel, you're going to dedicate time to another channel, you're just going to be half vested in both channels, and your chances of being successful are going to go even lower. So what she said, I agree with. Just keep doing what you're doing, and just make a distinguish. What am I looking for? Just stress why you're doing it. Remind people every time you do a Disney, say, hey, we're Arc Adventures. We're not just about cruising. We also love Disney.
And you know what else? The beautiful thing about the internet and about YouTube is that if you don't like it, then skip that episode.
Yeah, that's
go to the one you like.
That's what E said. If you don't like our RV stuff, don't watch it. Watch our cruise content.
Yeah, I'm sure not everybody's watching the Bronco stuff.
No,
I mean, we just got a Bronco like 6 days ago, and we're vlogging it. He's vlogging it up, but we're having fun. So whatever.
I didn't start traveling until I was 47 years old, and there's the entire middle of the country that's dry land that I got to get to. So that's going to be, we're doing dry land adventures. Yes. So we're Huddle Adventures at land and sea, baby.
Yes, land and sea.
So that's what we're going to be doing. So that's it. But like I said, and never apologize for.
And don't feel bad because you're not. Your tribe will find you. Your tribe.
It just took a while for us to wrap it around our head that. Because we're both sports people and we don't pay attention to stats with sports. So it's like, why pay attention to stats with YouTube? We're doing this for ourselves. So that's the thing we got to keep in mind.
The perfect color to this is like say we do a cruise video and it's like 500, 600, 700 views in a couple days. And then we put out a Disney view and it's 20, a Disney video and it's 20 views.
But is
it worth going through the effort to put this out?
It is. Yeah.
Yes, that's the answer.
Because
for us, and we enjoy it.
Here's what's crazy about it. Andy. There's times when Eddie will do a cruise news story or a vlog, and we'll watch it together, and I'll be like, dude, that is huge. That's gonna blow up, and it gets 14 views, and then he'll post something stupid, and we'll be like, I mean, that's just stupid, but we'll throw it out there and it'll get, 10,000 views. Like there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's whoever's on at the time and is looking for something. But the beautiful thing is that your Disney stuff is out there. So people will find it, and it may not be immediately, but it'll come up. People will watch it. So just keep.
And then I think the other reason is, Eddie, you said, the cruise vlog community is so small. Well, the Disney community is giant. So that's why I think when we put out a Disney video, we're all of a sudden a very, very small fish.
You know what it is, Andy? You guys gotta establish yourself in the Disney community. I don't think the Disney community is hurting your vlog channel at all. I really don't. We're not Disney fans, and don't hate me for that. The mouse didn't do me wrong. It didn't do me wrong.
We still be friends because we want to be your friend.
But they have great drink.
Listen, I can't say nothing bad about Disney. It's not that we don't like Disney, but we don't have a lot of exposure or experience with Disney. And when our kids were little, we didn't have the money to take them to Disney World, so our Disney exposure is very on the low level. We could take them now and leave them there.
Yes, we can.
No, we wouldn't do that. Some of them are almost Andrea's age.
But honestly,
we have a 32-year-old. Yeah,
there's a lot of cruise people that do like Disney stuff. I swear, like a lot of the vloggers that are, in the chat right now, go back and read it. They'll tell you they love Disney. I know a lot of people do.
Break out that money, go on those Disney cruises.
But
that's the thing. Like, we have so many cruises lined up right now, and as you stated, vacation is only a certain amount. And I keep telling Andy, I'm like, I got to get on a Disney cruise, but right now we have so many booked at the moment. We have to wait till like 2024 for.
Oh, we have one coming up this month.
Yeah. We're in the same boat. We have, I think, 15 or 16 cruises booked between now and 2024. It's great, and we just jammed another one in there last night. So it's
all good though, because by the time you guys have room for that Disney cruise, you're just going to have more and more and more subscribers, and that's our way. So you just build your base. That's all. All right, so we're ready for another question.
Sure.
All right, this is a tough one. Totally kidding. It's not. You can do it.
What is your favorite ship And favorite port. That's 2.
I know.
It's 2. You want to go first? You want?
Probably for me, my favorite ship would probably be. I enjoy the Glory because that was my very first ever cruise ship or cruise at all. And then I'll try to rapid fire. My other favorite is the Magic, just because really enjoyed that the whole 5th floor level. You could walk around, big walkers with lamps.
Yeah.
And then another real favorite of mine is Horizon, just because I don't know, it was fantastic, and it was the first time I saw all the colorful funnels in the atrium.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite port, probably Cozumel.
Yeah.
And
How about you?
yeah, Carnival Magic for me probably. And again, the deck 5 thing, you do the laps around, and then they have 4 hot tubs that people don't know about, 2 on each side.
Yeah.
So those hot tubs are great. Yeah, don't tell anyone. Deck 5 hot tub. Keep it clear for us. No.
Okay.
But then, Horizon was great. That was like cream of the crop when we went on it. But now Mardi Gras is just crazy. So
Yes.
that's so I'm torn between those 3, and then port. I also go Cozumel because we could go to Mr. Sancho's, or we could walk up and down the street or across the street to the like they have a shopping center. They have great food. So
and then one plug,
Cozumel.
if you walk over to the Royal Caribbean side, there's an awesome place called Snack Bar Mandy, which is a little Mexican restaurant. Fantastic. So
Wow.
Hey, didn't you guys? You vlogged that, didn't you?
Yeah, twice.
And that's where you guys got like the seafood.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
and then the massive
shrimp ceviche.
margaritas.
Man, I was like, my mouth watered. I'm not gonna lie. That looked so good. That looked so good.
Yeah, you know what?
Check that out.
We definitely can cruise with you guys.
Yeah.
We love the Magic. We love the Vista class ships. We've been on the Panorama and the Vista.
We haven't been on the Horizon yet.
But they're pretty much the same ships, right?
Oh, so
And
we're
the
missing
funnel, the layout. Yeah,
we're
like
missing Vista and Panorama.
Yep.
So
yeah, they're
2 or 4 of us. How many are no, we have all in that class?
Yeah.
and the Mardi Gras, and then you guys always hit those cocktails. So we can hang with you guys.
We get the drink package, so we could actually weigh in on the drink package too.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what? We would love it if you would do that. We're with you on the Magic. Like Andrea said, she has a sentimental thing with the Glory because it was your very first ship. Our very first cruise was on the Magic.
Our first
And
Carnival
our
cruise.
first Carnival cruise, I should say, was on them. We used to be loyal to Royal, like we only sailed on Royal. But watching vlogs, we decided, because I thought Carnival was just like, college partying, puking in the hot tub stuff, and I'm like, I'm not into that. Like that's too much for me. But we gave it a chance, watching vlogs. We're like, hey, that doesn't look like that at all. So we did like a 5-day. Was it a 4-day or a 5-day?
We just did a 4-day. Yeah, it was a 4-day on
I
Magic.
fell in love with the Magic. I love the Ocean Plaza, how it's attached to Alchemy, and they got all the live music. And then, I tipped my bartender like really good the first night, and every time I made eye contact, she like had my martini out to me. Like I had an amazing time. I fell in love with the Magic, and we're going on the Magic in 2 weeks.
12 days.
12 days.
I'm so
So
excited.
Labor Day, we're on the Magic.
I didn't need
Are you?
Well, there it is. 12
See
days.
you see that?
12 days.
12 days.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm like going through withdrawals,
Yeah.
like shaking.
But
Like,
I
I need a
ours
cruise.
is 17 days. 17
oh, that's
days.
awesome.
Awesome.
I count. I kind of cheat. I count our travel days is when my vacation really starts. So 10 days. We're flying to New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At work. It's
Yeah.
vacation.
Heck yeah.
As soon as you get past security at the airport, I feel like vacation starts.
That's when we,
That's my cutoff.
our first drink is there.
Yes.
That's
As soon
it.
as we get through security, we go to the first restaurant that serves adult beverages, and we sit down because we always get there ridiculously early, and we have our adult beverage, and we like cheers, and vacation has started.
Yeah, and we're doing 2 nights or 2 full days in New York City. It's my first time there, so I'm really excited about it. Really cool.
I should tell them the New York story.
Well, let's save it. Let's get the
All right,
last
we'll get the last
question.
question. I'll tell you a New York story. All right, so What advice would you guys give to brand new vloggers?
Okay, so focus on what you want to do, what you find joy in, and just do it. Have fun. And for me, that's it. Don't match up what everybody else does. Just try to do what you want to do, and yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll add, like to start small because I mean you can be tempted to like throw all kinds of money into it and
Gear and
um, but it's like I had a business in the 90s of software where I sold database software and I wanted to start small. So pretty much like I think if you start small, and just let it grow over time and then just do it like Andrea said, do what like put out the content you enjoy. And if you like to watch it, then hopefully eventually other people will like to watch it too and
yes.
you'll get a following.
Because
So
our rule is on a cruise ship, we are there to have fun and enjoy. We do not edit. We do nothing. We don't push any content out until we get home. We dump footage to get room for more. But the only thing we post is we'll do a live feed when we sail away, and then we enjoy the rest of the cruise. And that's
yeah,
it.
and we have one exception at Mardi Gras Fun Ship Meetup. I was like, okay, it would be nice to get the Fun Ship Meetup out while we're at sea. So that was one time where I did actually break a rule and I edited on a cruise, but we
Yeah,
don't make
when you guys were on the Mardi Gras, that band that played in the Pig and Anchor, that
Oh, yeah.
that we were on, like I
we love
swear
them.
just like a week or two before you guys on that cruise. Weren't they amazing?
Yeah, they're great.
We saw them every
Yeah.
night, and
We did too.
yeah.
They were fantastic. That girl could sing. She could
Oh, yeah, she
sing.
did.
She didn't just sing, she sang. Yeah, she was good.
And Andrea got on the drum set.
Yeah, we saw you get on the drums.
It wasn't turned on. They did invite. I made the mistake of air drumming during the songs, and they said,
Oh,
"You got to come up." And I was terrified, and I said, "Maybe next time." So they made me afterwards. They're like, "Just come up and just sit behind the drum." So I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
So.
all right. So you just locked the fact that we will be friends because you air drummed.
Well, I started off as a drummer, and I'm now trying to learn the banjo, which is part of the same family. So
I saw that.
That's outstanding.
I saw that somewhere on your channel or on Instagram or something. I saw you with the banjo. So yeah, I play guitar myself. So it's one of those things that I mentioned earlier that in the guitar world, the music world, YouTube is way bigger, and people can go from 0 to 50,000 subscribers in 2 months. And
I'm following this little man that wears overalls, and he's been teaching me. I say me, but he teaches everybody.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm learning, is by watching his YouTube videos. And I started watching him at 12,000, and he's now over 100,000.
It's just crazy, and I think you actually, by doing Disney, I think in the long run, it's going to help your channel grow.
It will.
Because it can open you to a bigger audience. And I think that being diversified is a good key. So
Pure Runners plays the kazoo. Andy, do you play any instruments?
Back in high school, I played the trombone, but it's
nice. See, I keep trying to I keep telling Eddie that his songs could use some cowbell and that I could provide that service to his playing, but and I sent him a picture of a cowbell that was for sale on Amazon, but for some reason it hasn't shown up at our house yet. So
and I can't get our kids to get any. I need a drummer and a bass player, and all these kids we got. I can't get any of those knuckleheads to take up an instrument.
All right, so you can have me, and then Andy's son's a bass player. So.
Here we go. We're all set.
And don't you think cowbell would be useful?
Yes,
cowbell would be very useful.
So with the banjo, you can.
And the trombone, man.
Yeah, the trombone, I don't know.
It'll be like Don't Fear the Reaper and the Chicago.
I'm like, I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. See, Amanda and Josh get me.
The kazoo.
I could do it. It would be
all
good.
Right. Well,
you know what? That's all the questions we have for you guys. Do you guys want to stick around and talk about drink package?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, so let's go. Did you take off the captain hat?
I don't
Imaginary
have- I don't
captain
have
hat. All right, so topic
All right.
of the day: drink package. Is it worth it?
Yes. I have to say it is, and I don't care what cruise line you're on. I think it's worth it. And my reasoning is we have all these cruises booked and we have all these things we have to budget for.
Mm-hmm.
And we're paying for airfare, we're paying for hotel rooms, we're paying for all these things. I like to know how much damage I'm going to take on, with this whole cruise, how much it's going to cost financially. We did one cruise, our very first cruise together, with no drink package.
Mm-hmm.
And we said, oh, we're going with all the kids. We had our moms going with us, everything. And we thought,
we probably won't drink that much.
And it was a 4-day cruise.
Yeah.
And we ended up owing like $400 at the end. I was like, holy smokes.
I mean, on a 4-day cruise, that was $100 a day.
But we only drank like 2 days.
Oh, look at the
which is really crazy.
Yeah. So, I mean, for me, I don't like surprises. I don't like to get that invoice under the door showing that I owe $1,200, or $1,400, whatever it is. I just like to pay for it up front, and I don't have to even think about how many mochachinos I'm getting or how many, Chipotle pineapple martinis I had last night. Like, I don't want to worry about it. So to me, it's like he said, for budgeting for all these cruises, I'm just going to pay for it up front. It's knocked out, and I don't have to worry about it when we're on the cruise. So that's why we feel it's worth it.
And a lot of people get hung up on Carnival because they're like, well, at 15 drink limit, it's like, oh, come on, man. 15 drinks, that's a lot of drinks. And when you get off at a port, I drink when I'm off. Yeah. When I get on the dry land, you got to get your sea legs adjusted. So I have some drinks when I get off of the the ship. Mm-hmm. So on port days, I don't even come close to that 15 because I drink when I'm off the ship and you get back on the ship. So, and we're not super huge drinkers.
We're really not. We sound like we're like, we're partiers. Not at all. Our kids will tell you in the chat, we're like the lamest people at home. We don't hardly ever drink unless it's date night or something. Then I'll have a couple martinis or whatever. But when we're on vacation, it's on.
Well, when we were watching playoff football, and our boy Matt Stafford with the Rams, we got to watch round 1 and round 2 of the NFC Championship, the playoffs, and we camped out in the Skybox bar. We went there at 11 o'clock each Sunday. We did a back-to-back on the Vista, and we got our room.
Look at what our daughter just commented in there and said, "I can't believe you guys are still up right now." She's not lying. Crazy. She's not lying.
But anyways, we camped out in the same booth both weeks, and that because we were in there so long, they were creative. Our server, he started telling me, he's like, Mr. Eddie, you are at 12 drinks, but Miss Laura is only at 8. So I'm going to charge the next couple to her. And he kept me like that for both weeks. We had the same guy.
And I promise you, I couldn't hit 15 if you paid me. I could never do it.
She drinks those
double digits.
She drinks the very lethal,
I drink dirty martinis and, like basically gasoline with a little olive juice, in it. I mean, I drink the strong stuff. So, I can't. There's no way I'll ever hit 15.
No, she probably will hit 8, 9, maybe on a good day. Now I drink Mick Ultra, and I should be sponsored by them because I can easily drink 15 of them. But we usually start drinking like around noon or 1 o'clock, and if you pace yourself, and you stay busy, it's kind of hard to hit 15 unless you're working at it. And at Royal Caribbean. My 50th birthday, we were on Harmony of the Seas, and they have an unlimited amount of drinks, and I easily broke 20 beers that day. We were kind of having fun with it. We had our daughter with us and saying, we're going to beat the drink package bad today, just because it's my birthday. And what happened was it backfired because when we were in Haiti the next day, I couldn't get off the ship. Mm-mm. I was like, I had such a bad headache. And you don't want to do that on your cruise. You don't want to be all hungover. So what are you doing?
Hey, Carson, you're going to have to boot some
you gotta get busy, buddy.
Stuff out of here, buddy. Sorry. So now that you guys, what do you think about the drink package? Does it work for you? Does it work for you guys?
So I think it does, because when you look at the price of drinks, and then if you add up, if you at least have 5 or 6 at like a $12 or $13, you already make your money. You get your money's worth out of it. And we start early, like for breakfast. Andy likes to have a Bloody Mary, and then I can have a mimosa, and then boom, right there you have one.
Yeah.
And then you can wait till lunch, and then you can have,
Fun chip.
something like that. So in our videos, when we look back, it's like, so we could film for 9-10 hours, and you're only seeing like half hour of it. They're like, wow,
Well,
that's
like
a lot of drinks. And it's
drinking
like,
but it's not.
Eating a lot.
Hours, eating too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, we sit down to dinner. I'll ask for wine right away. Then I'll probably have a second wine to walk with to take back to the cabin. And then we'll probably even get the chocolate martini. So we may have 3 drinks at dinner. And then, a couple on deck during the day. And alchemy.
So I know people say that, at 6 drinks, the package is paying for itself, but the prices have gone up a little bit. So I'm wondering, I haven't done the math on it, but I'm wondering if that number has increased to 7 yet, or if, I haven't done the math on that yet.
I haven't either. And then more for beer, though, because beer is a lot cheaper. So I think you would have to have more beers than like 6 regular cocktails plus, water and whatever else.
And I like my specialty coffees too.
Yeah.
I do too.
And then you can also make it an adult coffee too. So then you have that. So.
Yeah. So I think the drink package is worth it if you are going to do the specialty coffees and, the waters and the energy drinks and the things, Gatorades and things like that.
Soda. We like the soda too.
Yeah. But I think for people that, have certain, like, where they don't drink the iced coffees, bye guys, that don't drink the specialty coffees or have like premium liquor that they want that the ship might not have, I think it might not work for them. I've seen people like at Alchemy, 60 a day, still around 6. Thanks, Lido, for doing the math for me, buddy. Ask for a certain, liquor that they didn't serve, and if they had the drink package and that's what they wanted to drink and they didn't have it, that would be
upset. Like a lot of times they'll ask me what kind of liquor I want with it, and I'm like, I don't know. What do you recommend? It's like I don't know.
I don't know either. I just picked the drink off the menu that sounds like it has the ingredients.
Put in and
the Alchemy bar to me, it's cool, but at the same time, I don't know. I think they take themselves a little too serious, the bartenders at times. And in comparison, I know we brought this up before. We went on our first celebrity cruise back in April, and it was just a 4-day cruise on one of their smaller ships, the Millennium. And I will tell you, I thought that would be a very stuffy environment. I really did. I thought they'd be like drinking like with their pinky.
Yeah, I was a little worried about. I was a little worried if it was going to be boring.
Listen,
but it was so fun.
The martini bar on that ship was so much fun, and those guys have a blast, and they can make any drink those Alchemy guys can, and they do it like pouring 8 of them at a time.
Those metal shakers. They had, I swear to you, they had like 15 of them, like in a rainbow, and they had them in their hands like this, and they were standing up on the bar, and the glasses were like on a tray, and the other guys holding it, and then they bend over, and all the liquid is like pouring out of them into the glasses.
All different drinks.
And it's like yellow and blue and red and yellow stayed in yellow and blue stayed in blue. I was like blown away. I was like, it was so fun.
Yeah, I pictured myself trying to pour 10 at once. I think that would be like a huge disaster.
Andy, I can't even walk.
Liquor everywhere.
I can't even walk across the room with my martini glass without spilling it.
Well, what they did too for me is, they found out I drink beer. So one of the bartenders ran over to the casino bar, came back with buckets of beer just for me. I was the only one drinking beer. And then the next night we showed up, he's like, "Oh, I got beer for you." And I'm like, "My man, you know." So
we had so much fun at the martini bar. That was our hangout. Like we hung out with the bartenders the whole time. Like it was so fun.
And they were just cool, just down to earth. Now I like the alchemy. I like how, you know, they're trying to, you know, class it up, but they stole that from the martini bar on Celebrity. Once you see that, you're like going, I see what you're doing, Carnival.
Yeah.
But on Mardi Gras, did you go to Fortune Teller Bar?
Yeah.
Yes.
We went to that, and we were telling the bartenders there, we're like, all right, Alchemy doesn't have anything on you guys.
No, we spent a lot of time there.
Well, I think
we did.
what happened, so with when we were on the Magic, we found Alchemy for the first time, and the mixologists there were fantastic, and we went back for them, and so I think that was like a huge thing with us with the Alchemy bar. And then when we went on the next cruise, we're like, oh, it's not the same people, and like it was a different vibe. So I think it also depends like who you have too.
Yeah, some of them can be very, very dry and very, very serious, and then some of them are really fun. So it just depends.
We had one that actually got upset with us because we didn't show for what was it, a martini tasting? And that was when we had our flu, and like I was in the cabin for 2-3 days. I couldn't go anywhere, and he like shunned us.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, so let's not.
We had said we'd be there. Oh yeah, we'll go, and then we weren't able.
So the very first time on the Magic, my bartender, I can't remember her name, and it breaks my heart because I loved her so much. What was her name? Inga. Okay, Inga.
Oh.
So tipped Inga really, really super well. And Inga was like watching out for me. Like I just made eye contact and she got my drinks for me. But she would set down she would give me like 2 drinks. You know, we were watching live music in the Ocean Plaza. So we were parked there for a good while. And she would give me 2 drinks and she would set a bottle of water down in front of me. She goes, "You will drink this and you will drink all of it, because you will not hurt tomorrow." And she would make me drink the water. And I'm like, oh, she was looking out for me. I miss her.
She's really awesome. But Matt M. said the drunkest I've seen people have been on a celebrity cruise. There seemed to be a bar every 10 feet.
You're not lying, Matt. You are not lying.
You got to keep in mind now, Celebrity, Royal, I think Norwegian, I'm not sure about Norwegian, they don't have drink limits.
No.
I think Carnival's the only one that does. And the funny thing is Carnival's got the reputation of being the wild cruise line, and they have a drink. It's just so crazy.
I mean, they kind of probably have to, because
I think like on Royal, the people get so drunk by the end of the cruise, they can't get into any trouble because they're barely functioning. So, but that's one of the reasons why what I was saying earlier, as far as the drink package going, not having any surprises at the end of the cruise, and you don't have to count your drinks or worry about what you're drinking. And one thing I tell new cruisers all the time is, don't get caught up in trying to get value out of an alcohol package. You're not going to win. That's like going to the all-you-can-eat buffet and eating all you can just because you're going to try to, win. You don't win when you hurt yourself. So it's like, again, if you're drinking you're going to drink 8-9 drinks a day, the drink package will pay for itself. You don't have to drink 15 because you can, and that's where people get in trouble. And most people cannot drink that much. So
we need that T-shirt. You're not going to win if you hurt yourself.
Yeah, that's right. I got slogans, baby.
It just flows.
Yeah, it just comes out. They're not good, but I have them. Lots of slogans. But anyways, so I've had an argument after argument with people about the drink package, because they say it's the 15 drink limit and it's too much money and everything else. And then you see people in the forums posting about, I always get the drink package. First time on a cruise, I was on a 7-day cruise and I had an $1,800 bar tab. When you get on the ship, they come running up on you day one with those souvenir glasses. And you think, I've got the drink package, this is covered. And you end up with like a $60 charge, because they charge you $30 times 2 for those glasses.
Yeah.
We didn't fall for that because we watch vlogs, right?
Yep.
So we knew.
Yeah,
we knew about it. But a lot of people would watch them like, oh, you just got it, buddy. You just got suckered, right? So, and then we did a test on the Vista out of Galveston. We did a back-to-back. And we drank like we normally would drink with the drink package
Mhm.
day one.
Yep, just to see
Because
how
in
much it would
Texas
cost.
and New York, the drink package doesn't kick in until day 2, 6 a.m. day 2.
Mhm.
And it paid for itself.
Oh yeah, it was
The-
our tab for the day one. I mean, it's day one, so you want to have your rum punch with your guy's burger as soon as you get on the ship or whatever. But how much was it? It was a couple $100.
I'm going to say it's close
Yeah.
to $200, and it was crazy, and or it was over 200, and that was day one, no drink package.
Yeah,
so
it pays
You figure
for us.
The drink
Yeah.
package would have cost us 120, right? And we spent like we spent 200 in one day.
All right, so wait, I don't know if it's Josh or if it's Amanda, but we have a question. Did y'all try the caramel whiskey at the Brass Magnolia on the Mardi Gras? We didn't. Did you guys try that?
We did not.
We went to the Brass Magnolia a lot, but it was mainly to see the live music.
Yeah.
We couldn't really find a drink that we really liked at the
Yeah.
Brass. Well,
I had
Andy
that
might
milk
have.
one. It was called. It was something with milk in the name, but
Yeah. Did you guys see that band with the chicken? With the
rubber chicken.
rubber chicken.
Oh, was that the washboard?
Yes.
Joe?
Yeah, they were good.
Those guys are awesome.
Okay, so this is gonna make me the most unpopular person in this room right now, but I can't find a drink I like at the Red Frog.
See, that's kind of how I am too. We did enjoy, what was it, the Red Frog,
the Thirsty Frog
the
Red
Thirsty Frog
Carnival
Red.
here.
But other than that, I don't really care for anything.
I don't care for
big beer people, but the Carnival beers are good.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not a fruity drink person. Honestly, the fruity drinks, I don't feel good. The sugar in it makes me feel lousy, so I can't. I don't like that.
Oh, we got a question here from
Oh.
Thomas from the Lido deck. He said, "Do you take advantage of the discount you get on the brewery tour with the Cheers package?"
Oh no.
We've never been on the brewery tour.
I have never either.
Well, my whole life's been a brewery tour, but I didn't get any ticket for it.
So you're so stupid.
But no, but I know I have never done that, Thomas. Thomas from Lido deck. Make sure you guys subscribe to him.
Yes, actually, everybody in the chat, #creator, so that everybody can go subscribe to everybody. Make sure you guys subscribe to Arc Adventures. I promise you will not be disappointed. Go back and watch their stuff. You've got to see the hairy chest competition. It will make you laugh. It will infuriate you. It's amazing. That's like the best
It should
episode.
be a Dateline. It was a crime.
It was a crime. You were robbed, my friend.
Yep. He was shaking. He was shimmying. He had the hair.
You
He
had
should've won.
Listen.
And I think that was the time we also got to show off a little bit of our volleyball skills.
Oh yeah. We were.
Oh yeah. You
Yeah.
were. Yeah. That was pretty cool. Yeah. You know what's funny about that is him getting robbed on a hairy chest contest reminded me on my first cruise on Royal Caribbean. They drugged me out into the belly flop contest. They had 4 guys out there. I was the only one under 200 pounds, and I was the only one with any kind of athleticism. I'm going to put that out there. So when we jumped off the platform, I got some air. Okay. So when I hit the water, my splash was the biggest. All right. And that's not me saying it. That's my 10-year-old son at the time, who was heartbroken that I didn't win. He was much like Andrea was with Andy. And the people around the pool are like, man, you should have won because you got a big splash. But because I wasn't a big guy, I got discriminated against.
Okay,
And,
so basically,
so I feel your pain.
we're very literal people. So when you tell us, and I think Andy, this goes right along with how you were robbed. When you tell us that this is the biggest splash competition, you should be measuring the circumference of the splash, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no, they were measuring the circumference of the belly that was splashing into the thing, and so he got robbed. So
I think with Andy, they didn't care about the hairy chest. The guy that won, he was beefed up, and it's like this isn't a muscle competition.
Well, then they need to rename the competition to Beefy. The Beefy Challenge.
The glistening challenge.
The glistening Beefy Challenge.
Right. Yeah.
Josh would like that.
Yes.
The glistening challenge.
Arnold challenge.
Yes.
All right. So Now, anyone out there who's going to tell us
justice for Eddie?
Yeah, buddy. I got shafted.
We need justice for Eddie. We need justice for Andy because he also got robbed.
Yeah.
Josh got robbed. Somebody got gelato and they didn't get him any.
You know, listen
so
now Josh had a foot injury, and he still went on an excursion, walked all over a country. I can't remember which country it was, but he was all over the country with his family, making them happy. Gets back on the cruise ship. The whole family goes and gets gelato.
He can't go because he's injured.
Because he got a broken foot now, and they didn't get him any.
So
I don't know if you guys heard that story.
So justice for Josh.
Justice for Josh.
We got some injustices.
Gelato Gate.
Yeah.
It's been a real big thing. You know, you sacrifice for your family, and then guess what? Your family they leave you. They just desert you.
But they didn't. At least he wasn't a peer runner, and he didn't get left.
Yes, that is true. That's true.
He made it back.
See, Josh, you got to count your blessings.
That's right.
You do.
So he is a hero. He's a hero. Josh.
So I think we've beat our topic to death, and we've asked you guys all the questions. We'll get you out of here so you can go enjoy your evening. But I'll tell you this, you guys are amazing. Keep being yourselves. Go in here and subscribe to these channels that have got to know you tonight, guys. This is a great, very supportive group of people. Start joining us in the lives and hanging out with us a little bit. We'll see each other.
I was so excited. I got you last week. So
yeah, I mean
we have a new puppy now, so things are like we're trying to start doing lives once a week, and then we're like, oh, let's do this, and everything's like thrown around.
I can tell you this, the people in this chat are amazing. We consider all of them our friends. They're very, very supportive. We are very supportive of them. When you start doing your lives, I promise you will be there, and so will a lot of these people.
And we know about the dog thing.
Yes, we're dog sitting now.
We have a giant Labradoodle, and he's 6'7". He likes gelato. And
you're confusing the Labradoodle.
That's Josh.
That's
no, but he's big like Josh. He's like a horse-sized dog, and he barks at everything and anything. Mm-hmm. He thinks he's afraid of everything, and he's guarding us from every Amazon package and all. And our house is Grand Central, so one of the reasons we put off doing live streams is because he just barks.
He's obnoxious.
Nonstop.
Yeah, and we're dog sitting for my mom because my mom went out of town for a week or so, and my mom's dog, it's a girl, and she doesn't like Max, and Max doesn't like her.
She's elderly, and we have an elderly mixed dog named Charlie who's been on death's door like 10 times.
We got dog wars.
Yeah, it's like so there's barking and
we got a 6-month-old attacking our 4-year-old, and it's probably World War III outside right now.
Yeah, we'll let you guys get to that, but we really enjoyed hanging out with you.
Yeah,
and I love your dog content.
Yes.
Dog content is huge.
Yes.
Dogs of Instagram, baby.
If you're interested, we do now have a channel for Luke and Lorelai. We have Life Well Min Pinned. So if anybody
put that in the chat for everybody, and we'll definitely subscribe and check it out.
I want to get 2 min pins and name one Hans and one Franz. That's I've been wanting to do that forever.
Does anybody know where Luke and Lorelai the name came from?
No.
General Hospital.
Hey, that would have been
Luke and Laura.
All right, he just lost like 100 cool points for knowing that.
Hey, listen, I'm old.
But
so where does it come from?
So one of my favorite shows growing up through high school was Gilmore Girls, and I got this guy into watching with me through.
Oh, Andy just lost 100 cool points. Welcome to my world, buddy.
You watch them all.
But
so.
I
know how it works. I know. You should see. I watch everything she wants to watch. It's Ghost.
I made her watch all of the Star Trek.
Yeah, he got me into Star Trek Next Generation. I made him watch Gilmore Girls. It's
a trade.
Yeah. I watch all either murder shows on Investigation Discovery or ghost stuff. So I'm either possessed or I'm planning murders
or vlogs. That's all we watch at our house.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's death and mayhem and people going, I just seen an apparition It was looking directly at me. Look at the screen. You can see it too. And
Yeah,
I'm like going, I
what's-
don't see shit.
I don't
What's
see
he
it
talking
either.
about?
But you know what's funny is that I need that to sleep. I can't fall asleep without some kind of demon or something. It's ridiculous.
I feel
All right,
the
well,
spirit.
listen, we'll let you guys go check on your
All right,
dogs.
you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
We'll talk to you
Really
soon,
appreciate
okay?
it.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
All right, I can. Oh, you
Oh,
did it wrong.
I did it wrong. Oh. Show us again.
There we go.
There we are. Okay.
Hey, we're back.
Oh my God.
I can sit up straight. Oh, my back is broken. Oh, my back is broken.
I look like that fruit stripe gum.
You should be wearing Huddle Adventure stuff. Hey, guys, we got a new logo. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see that. Parker on the go.
Shaylin. Yeah.
Shaylin, Siobhan and Brandon's daughter designed our new logo for us. It's pretty cool. They made us really skinny.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm like, my waist is fantastic and I love it. And I'm not changing it because it's fantastic.
and I look like
Bye,
I'm
Cruise
about
Nuts.
29. So it's pretty cool.
Hey, Howie
bye,
Chris. So
Oh.
you guys, Arc Adventures, they're great people. They're so fun. They're wonderful. If you
Oh.
haven't checked out their channel, please do so. You'll love it. Matt, your wife watches all those Snap shows. Listen, the one Snapped is great, but the one show on Investigation Discovery that will like blow your mind is Fear Thy Neighbor. Is it Fear Thy Neighbor?
Fear thy neighbor.
Fear Thy Neighbor. Dude, that show, these neighbors are nuts.
Yeah,
That's all I'm going to say.
It's the moral to the story with Fear Thy Neighbor is when you move to the new neighborhood, just keep to
Yeah,
yourself.
don't talk to anybody.
Don't talk to your neighbors.
Don't take-
just keep to yourself.
Don't take them a pie.
What you do is you smile and wave, boy.
Yep.
Smile and wave.
Yep.
Hey, how you doing? And just keep going in the
Yep.
house.
Don't-
Don't stop and talk to them.
Nope. Don't
No.
let them know your business.
Because something's going to happen and someone's going to get shot.
Don't
and-
let anybody catch you. Hey, into cruising. Don't let
Hey.
anybody catch you like measuring your property line because that starts some crazy stuff.
Yeah, listen, you go check that show out, Fear Thy Neighbor, and then you'll know what we're talking about. If
Peer
you know,
Runners
you know.
has a true crime podcast. Are you serious?
Oh my God.
Really? Because I would love that. That is amazing.
Listen, I have to tell all you guys that the Lido Deck and Peer Runners, those guys, Thomas and Trevor, have a awesome podcast. And I'm not just saying that because they gave me a good shout out.
No, it's really,
But
really good.
they are really good. And
Forgotten true crime.
when
I'm
I-
writing that down.
when I first watched their vlogs, I thought, man, these guys are so smooth. The way that they deliver their content, they are just really, really. They sound professional.
And you're so natural, like, and funny.
It sounds like both guys incurred some kind of debt going to broadcasting school at one point
Yeah.
or another. They're that professional.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
really
so-
truly sound like
so
you're real deal.
And I
we
told
really
her
enjoyed
that.
it.
I go, how can these guys have, just so few? I'm being like Josh now. You're putting a hand on my face.
No.
Don't do it again.
Well, I'm got to get us caught up.
Okay.
You're not the boss of me.
I'm sorry, man. But anyways, when
look at this.
I first caught their Carson, I gotta yell at our
I don't know how to. I don't know how to
just
take
leave
it
it
out.
alone. Leave it alone. We got people for that.
Okay.
We got
people.
We got an app for that. We call it Carson. But anyways, when I first heard those guys and watched their vlogs, I told Laura, I go, there's something up with these two guys because they're both just really, really professional. And they do an excellent job, and they're good storytellers, and they're just really good guys. I mean, you could put their podcasts on and go on a drive and just listen to their banter back and forth, and it's awesome. So
Thomas is like that in real life. He's a smooth operator. Don't get me singing smooth operator.
So you guys, now how's that work out? You guys, Josh, Amanda, are you guys like all neighbors or something with Trevor and Thomas? And because it seems like you guys all know each other. Hang on a second.
I wish I knew how to block and delete, but I'm not that smart.
That's blocked. It just shows.
It logs in as another person.
No. Here's what's funny, guys. We see when the spammers spam, it just stays on our feed even after it's been blocked. We can still see it on this app. So
I don't,
anyways,
it doesn't bother me. I'll just ignore it.
Yeah, and it's not me because Love Chat XYZ, Best Adult Dating. Yeah,
I mean, everybody needs love.
Yeah, people need
I
attention.
ended up in a group cruise with Josh and Amanda. Oh, I bet you that was fun.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Must have been fun.
Well, Josh mentioned last night that I believe Thomas was the first Have Luggage Will Travel shirt customer, and he wore it around the world.
We were on the Vista together. Oh man, I bet you that was fun. They were on the Vista together. We cruised with Thomas and
Thanks,
the Vista
Carson.
and have been on their podcast twice. We talk a lot outside. That's cool.
Yeah, you can tell you guys are. It's funny how this works. Like, you end up like in little circles with other vloggers. Like, you interact with them, and you got these little circles. And now, as all of our channels are getting more and more established, and we're growing and going to all these lives, we're getting to know more and more and more. So the circles just keep getting bigger, and like crossing. It's really cool. Like us and Parkers on the Go.
We started
and
together.
J&S Adventures.
Yep, J&S Adventures.
They were like some of the first people to subscribe to us, and we subscribe to them, and it's kind of cool. And How We Cruise and Arc Adventures are two that Laura and I were watching and really liked, and then I started inviting them to join everything that we're involved in, and so now it's just cool. And if we all keep doing that, if you keep inviting the channels you enjoy that don't attend things like this to, everything gets bigger, and we just support each other. So, and I did want to talk tonight about the group cruises, guys. And I hear that. That's Max.
And this is why we can't have anything or do anything, because this is Mila. This is my mom's dog that we're dog sitting. That is Max, and you can't see how big he is. Because,
he needs a haircut.
Yeah, he's going to the groomer on Friday.
Yeah,
but
he's very
Max
jealous.
is about 75 pounds. Mila doesn't like Max, and Max doesn't like Mila. And they fight over me all day long. They both want to be, both want me all to themselves.
Max is, what is he, 5 years old?
Yeah. He's 4.
Yeah, he'll be 5.
Oh, don't age him.
This is our baby,
You're
guys.
right, How We Cruise. We are like family now. Max is a giant teddy bear, except for he's spoiled rotten.
Well, you know what? Next, will it be the next one? Well, I'll bring him on after he gets his haircut. He looks like Fifi.
He looks like a deer.
He looks like a poodle when he gets his haircut. He's so skinny, but he looks big and just massive when he's all fluffy. But anyways,
we're excited, Peer Runners. It's going to be so fun to hang out with everybody.
As far as our group cruise situation's about to turn on here, we had never been on a group cruise.
No.
So technically, the Celebration cruise, and I can't remember who out there watching right now is going to that one.
I know Blaine's going to be on that one.
And Cruise Nuts, but they checked out. I think they're going to be on that one as well. So they there's a group cruise for that. It's Sharon at Sea has a group cruise, and we booked our cruise before we knew about their group cruise. Right. Otherwise, we would have booked with Sharon, because we booked with Sharon on the Vlogger Extravaganza. So that's going to be kind of neat to be on that cruise, because there are going to be so many vloggers on that cruise, and it's going to be interesting for us to get to see all of them in action. We've met 2 vloggers on ships. We met J&S Adventures, and we met EECC. Yeah. And so those are the only 2 we've ran into in all the cruises we've been on. So we're really, really interested to see how that goes. Now, so we're going to do
Wormstrong is going to be on the Celebration.
Oh, that's awesome.
For the inaugural U.S. sailing, Wormstrong, are you going to be on that one?
Yeah, I should have said that. We're doing the Celebration 3 times in between November and October next year. So we're booked on it 3 times. So we're going to go on inaugural 6-day sailing out of Miami.
Yay, we'll get to meet you.
Well, that's awesome.
Oh, I'm so excited about that.
And then we're going to do the family group cruise on a Celebration. And then we're going to do the cruise with a How We Cruise group cruise, which is June 23rd, I believe. And we booked that with them last night. So we booked it, and we're going to have to get really creative with my
Which, by the way, How We Cruise, that ship, that itinerary, and the cost of that cruise, that's an amazing deal. Yeah, for a balcony room.
It's an awesome deal.
That's a great deal.
Guys, you need to check that one out.
You guys got to check that one out. That one's a good one.
Yeah.
The family reunion one's going to be off the hook too.
And if you've never been on an Oasis class ship with Royal Caribbean, they're incredible. They're like a small city.
Are you on Vloggers How We Cruise?
Yay. Yeah, that's right.
I forgot about that. I'm excited. They are, and Cruise Nuts, and Blaine's going to be on there, right? Blaine,
Yeah.
you're on the vlogger one.
I think Blaine might be on both the ones I just mentioned. So
I can't remember. I
yeah,
can't retain anything.
the horse dog just got off me. So as far as the group cruises go, we're really excited, and we ended up doing the family group cruise, and then we just squeezed how we cruise group cruise in. So I think now we're going to have 8 cruises in 2023.
Mhm.
So it's going to be a stretch. So if I get sick or something, I got to go to work, man. I cannot miss any time because I got every minute of every day scheduled. I get to roll any holidays I work into additional vacation days, guys. So fortunately, I get to work just about every single holiday, and we get a lot of them because I'm in a union job. So that's not the only, but it's one of the best benefits of my job is that. And so that's really cool.
So we're 8 subscribers away from hitting 10,000.
We're 8?
Yeah, I swear it's 8, unless I can't add, which is possible. But they got us on lockdown. I swear to you, it's been that way. Pretty much. How many are we at?
98.
98. Okay, I can't add 98.
98
away. But I swear we're like we were talking about earlier. YouTube will do that. You'll like all of a sudden. You'll see that you're going backwards. Your count will go down, and then all of a sudden, like for like a week, and then all of a sudden you're just gonna go boom forward because all the people. Here she goes. That's awesome. Anyway, you'll get 5 weeks of PTO. You'll notice that everything just like jumps forward. So I don't know if like your subscribers are like in limbo or something.
No, what they do, guys, I'm telling you right now, I've been all over this. I've done all kinds of deep, dark web research. I'm joking, but I've done a lot of digging into it. And
oh my God, Matt, we are like, no, we're not famous.
They lock you down, man, and they do audits. They audit your account, and it has happened. When we were under 500, it happened. And Laura thinks it happens every time we're getting ready to get a milestone.
It's just because I'm paying attention to the milestone.
Laura doesn't pay attention how many
I really don't.
have. She really doesn't.
Only when we get close to like a milestone, then I'm like watching it.
She'll see me post something like 325,000 views. And the other day I shared that.
And I was like, what?
And she's
really?
like, wow, that's
awesome.
lot.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, yeah. But yeah, it's I watch the numbers, and you know, this is kind of a funny thing with us. We're really driven people, and we're real competitive with ourselves, not with other people, with ourselves. And whatever we do, we try to do as good as we can, and we try to be as good as we can be at whatever we're doing. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but if we're doing something, we don't do it half-assed. I mean, we go in it.
Why would you?
But when we're not saying we're good at what we're doing. We try hard.
No.
We're like Corky from Life Goes On.
Like
we try real hard.
Yeah, we do try hard.
We try hard.
We try
and we try really hard, and we're really, really hard on ourselves.
You
and
lost
Laura,
2 today. See, that's going to happen how we cruise. And then I swear to you, like in 24 hours, you're going to bump up 10. You know,
and once you get over 1,000, I think it is, it starts going up in increments of 10.
Yes.
But if you go through your Google, what is that called?
The analytics.
No, YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio will still show you the single digit numbers, so you'll be able to see. Like we know right now we have 9,902, but if you look like on TubeBuddy and those trackers and stuff, it does it in increments of 100 or 10 or 100.
It's
So it's just really crazy how it works.
I could be wrong about this.
It's tens, I think.
It's tens, yeah. It's tens.
So,
but once you get past 100,000, isn't it increments
thousands? Thousands.
Yeah.
Now, and another thing, guys, I think a lot of times we, as people, we limit ourselves with our thinking. Okay. Now, I always tell my kids, surround yourself with people that are better than you, they're smarter than you, that are more successful than you. So you raise your game and you raise your bar. Now, if you are going to say to yourself, man, if we get 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be happy. You're gonna ease up. It's psychological, guys. You're gonna hit 1,000 and you're gonna go, Yeah, we're kind of right there now, man. We're somebody, and you can't do that. So you have to have big goals, you know. And Lauren and I, we talk about this all the time because I'm always telling her I want to do a vlog about setting goals for your channel. And she's like, well, wait till we have more subscribers,
wait
you know,
wait till we earn the right to talk about that.
But at the same time, all the people just starting out, you know, and all you guys out there that have like under 100 subscribers, under 500 subscribers, or under 1,000 subscribers, you're asking us for, you know, advice and stuff. So
I feel like that would be me doing ship shape.
No, listen.
Yes, it would.
But my point is, 10,000. We're like, this is the first time you saw us on our channel saying, hey, help us hit a milestone. And it's at 10,000. We didn't do it at 1,000. We didn't do it at 2,000. We didn't make a big deal when we hit 5,000 because I told Lori, you don't even get verified on YouTube till you have 100,000 subscribers. 100,000. You get verified on YouTube at 100,000.
And every single one of us is going to get there. We all have to not limit ourselves, not think we can't do it, not just keep supporting each other and keep putting content out there, and we will all get there. I promise you.
Yeah,
you just got to stick with it. So a lot of people will fall off because this is a lot of work, and you know, I mean, it's a big commitment to, you know, to put the content out there and to be creative and all that. So I mean, the people will get bored with it and fall off, but the people that truly love it and stick with it, and, you know, stick with each other and, you know, keep helping each other as we get new subscribers, and, you know, we're going to keep promoting you. And as you get new subscribers, you're going to keep promoting us, and we help each other. You know, your growth is our growth is your growth, all that. You know, we'll all get there. I know it. I'm very confident.
And the thing too is we as vloggers, because it's almost everybody in our lives the last 3 weeks. This is our third week doing this. Has been vloggers, fellow vloggers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in order for us to grow, all of us to grow our channels, we have to start pulling in cruise fans. Cruise fans have to be in our lives, guys. And when you
that's
start,
probably something that as
that happens over time.
It does. But as content creators, we could put our heads together to figure out how do we get more of our subscribers to attend our lives. I know it happens eventually, but you know, right now it's our circle that is attending all of our lives. So, and we have people that come in that are subscribers that aren't vloggers, and I know you guys do, but it seems like it's just a handful of people, and we need to get that beefed up. So, if you have a secret to that, or if you have any ideas on that, please share.
And another thing too with these group cruises, we're not travel agents, but if we are going on a group cruise and we sign up for your group cruise, we are going to actively try to encourage and recruit people to go on your group cruise. And we want to fill the ship up, guys. We want to fill it up with fans, with cruise fans. You know, it's awesome. There's going to be a bunch of vloggers, but we have to get cruise fans on those group cruises.
And we'll get there.
And it'll happen.
With all the vlogs of our group cruises and how much fun we're going to have together, and as people get to know us all that stuff will start happening. And then, you know, sooner or later, we're going to be doing the vlogger extravaganza, and we're going to be the big tickets. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, Julie. You're so sweet. Hey, Brian.
I might be about 75 when it happens, but I'll have one of those Raz scooters.
We're going to have the marquee, our names on the marquee for the vlogger. No. We're not going to be sitting at the kid table like we're going to be on this one.
I'm going to bedazzle my Razzle scooter.
I mean,
I'll be like old Elvis.
I mean, well, whatever,
yeah.
Right?
But anyways, guys, and what I meant by that is when I talk about goals is you have to have your short-term goals, right? All right. So all you guys are like, man, we're getting ready to hit 1,000. We're getting ready to hit 10,000. That's awesome. Those are steps. Those are steps to getting to the next level, right? So you always have your short-term goals to keep you motivated, but your long-term goals should keep you inspired, guys. And don't settle and don't relax and don't ease up. Just keep going and doing what you're doing. And one of the things I think of all the channels we watch, the ones that are most successful, those people do their own thing. They're not copying everybody else. They do their own thing.
Yeah.
And that is the key, is you have to do your own thing. You can't do what everybody else does. But at the same time, you can't be too avant-garde and too far out there in left field like we tried to do with our cruise vlogs. We thought, hey, we'll just post the things we think are cool, and we don't need to do day-by-day tours. And I know
we've gotten feedback that people prefer that, the more structure, and we're cool with it. We're gonna give it a shot.
Yeah, we're gonna give it the old college try here in the next 12 days, and we're gonna actually start vlogging heavy when we get to New York. And I'm gonna incorporate the boys.
Yeah,
that we're gonna
I'm gonna start vlogging on the cruises more. Because they're the ones that are going to be doing all the adventurous stuff, and I'm not. Those days are over for me. So I'll vlog them doing the crazy stuff, and I'll make fun of them, and it'll be awesome. So
yeah, we got to get Laura more on the channel.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I'm behind the scenes. I got ideas, y'all. I'm sending him news stuff, but I work from home and I'm so busy. I don't have the time to give it. I can't, my job's too hectic. So it's difficult for me. With YouTube success, I believe in the saying, you either got to be first, the best, or different. I try to be different. That is beautiful.
Yeah,
that is beautiful. With group cruises, we promote it the best we can on the podcast to get our listeners to join. That's amazing. How do we get our subscribers to our lives? That's what. And Carson had great advice, talking about it, and we do. We have the Carnival Fanatics page. I'm always like, hey, we're going live tonight, and people are like, yeah, blah blah blah, but they aren't here.
Well, in fairness, though, honestly, when we first started watching cruise vlogs, I wasn't a fan of lives.
I didn't go to them either.
Yeah, I was just like, because you got everyone's making comments. Everybody knows the inside jokes, like the Gelato Josh.
Yeah, and the Squirrels Chafing.
And it almost feels like when you join someone's live you've never been to, you're coming into the middle of The Walking Dead season 4. You don't know who Carl. You don't even know who Carl is. And you're sitting there, who's Carl?
Yeah.
And you're lost. You're confused. You get a little scared. And but you don't feel like you fit in, right? So that's kind of the thing. And I think a lot of times what you have to do is you got to keep reintroducing yourself and your vlogs and your lives and letting people know. And it's going to bore your regulars to death a little bit. But everyone
Howie Cruz makes a really good point. Lives are great, but not everyone can tune in at the same time. We find people to go back much later, though.
Yeah,
that's very true. We've noticed that as well. But man, there's a way to do this. There's a way to get more subscribers in here.
And I was touching base on the fact that you cannot operate like you're an established product that everybody knows, right? So you have to constantly introduce yourself, reintroduce yourself, and give your little short background story. Now, how many of you guys watch Para DJ?
Everybody.
What do they say at the beginning of every vlog? Hi, I'm Jay.
And I'm Dee. And we're Para DJ.
Check out my socks, guys. Those guys, every single week, they get the same questions. Hey, how do you cruise so much?
What do you guys do for a living?
What are you feeding that cat?
Where do you live?
What's your address? And when we first started watching J&D, we did the same thing. Every vlogger we watch, I sat there and I was going,
I wonder what they do.
What's this guy do for a living?
So
what's that guy do for a living? And it used to bug me because I'm like, how do they afford to do this? I honestly don't know if you guys will admit it, but I did that constantly. I was constantly trying to figure out the angle on how are these guys doing it. Carson, how are these guys doing it? How are they making it happen? And it just drove me nuts because I couldn't figure it out. I'm like going, so that's one of the reasons why I tell you guys what Laura and I do for a living, because I believe that we want people to know that you don't have to have some kind of inside angle into the travel agency or travel industry. I'm sorry. Or there's people that think we're getting free cruises or free this or free that. And
Well, you know, that's just not the way it
that's
is.
not the way it is.
But something that I wanted to point out about it, when I was watching a live from one of the big channels once, it was like when I first started watching lives, and somebody asked like, "Hey, what do you guys do for a living?" And they were like tired of answering the same question over and over again, and they're like, "Okay, well, we're going to ask you to go back and watch, blah blah blah," and they didn't want to answer the question. And I'll be honest with you, I thought it was a little bit rude, because if you have somebody that comes into your live for the first time and they ask you the same question that you've answered 200 times, you need to answer it 201 times,
Exactly.
210 times. You have to operate like
it's the first time they've ever
repeat
seen you.
yourself 50,000 times if that's what it takes, because you want that person to feel welcome, to feel part of the group laugh. You want them to feel, yeah. It's part of the gig. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, man, if any of us ever do that, we got to remind each other, like, hey, remember, answer the questions. Make them feel part of of everything, and don't forget, that
you have to operate like people are seeing you for the very first time.
Yes. So if we have an inside joke and we start laughing, like the gelato, perfect example. The gelato thing, we all love to tease Josh and Amanda about that gelato gate. Eddie explained it to Andrea and Andy. So now they are part of that. So you might have to repeat it 20,000 times.
And we missed the beginning of that gelato gate, but we pieced it together and figured it out.
Yeah, we were on the live that all that happened, but
No.
you guys brought us in on it because
Yeah.
you repeated it and told us the story of it.
But again, you cannot operate like everyone knows who you are.
Yeah.
And you can't get bored telling them your backstory, because if you want people to like you and to subscribe to your channel and to return to your channel,
Yep.
they need to know who you are,
They
right?
have to be part of the circle. So
Yeah.
a circle can be as big as a circle can be. You just back
Well,
up and repeat the story and
listen,
invite more people to the circle.
I mean, in fairness to Josh, he was just traumatized. And when you go through trauma like that, it's good to talk about it.
PTSD.
Yeah, you let him talk
Yeah,
about it.
let him work it through.
When I get to see that big guy in person, I'm gonna give him a big hug, because he really needs a glistening bicep hug.
He does.
I'm gonna give it to him.
I can attest that they're pretty fabulous. There
you go.
All right, well, I think this is a good place to end it.
Yeah, we're down to 15, and we thank you guys for staying in and hanging in there with us.
Appreciate it.
Have Luggage Travel, Amanda or Josh, I don't know which one commented, but they said that they've been doing lives for a while now, and their lives keep growing and growing.
Yep.
And we expect the same thing to happen. And it's, you got to build it up. You can't expect everybody to want to watch what you're doing. And like I said, I love them because Laura's here with us, and I don't have to say Laura's in here right now.
Yeah.
And it's funny, if I do a vlog and I don't say Laura's in here right now, it disappoints some of our regulars.
Yep, our regulars like that.
They like that.
I don't know why.
Yeah,
but for a while, until we started doing the lives, I think people thought that that I was imaginary, like George Glass on the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, well, yeah, the hashtag Laura's in here right now. I got to put that on the back of a t-shirt. And then hashtag oh yes
so
she is.
Next week, our special guest at the captain's table, and the first time that Captain and Tennille are going to make their appearance. I'm really excited about that. It's going to be Howie Cruz.
Julie.
Yep, Brian and Julie, Howie
Cruz.
We're really excited about that.
They just hooked us on a cruise. We were booked another one with those guys, so we're really excited to have them on the channel. I've had the opportunity to have offline discussions with Brian several times over the last few weeks about this whole cruise vlogging thing, and
Julie and I are both fans of martinis, so I'm super excited to get to hang out with my martini buddy.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool. And guys, we're gonna do our best each week to have people on that are much cooler than us.
We have a great circle.
Yeah,
but we're going to try to draw some new people, some new channels, some new blood. The bigger the circle, the better for all of us. So, all right, guys, we'll talk to you next week. We'll see. Well, tomorrow is whose lives are tomorrow? Well, usually the Parkers are on the go, but they're on a cruise. So, does anybody else have a live tomorrow that we can pop in? If so, message us, because I can't remember anything.
Hey, thanks for the like button recommendation.
Yep. Thank you all.
And
Make sure you
like I
hit
said,
like on the way out.
What I love about all this is we are meeting some just straight up legitimate good people.
Awesome, good people.
And it's just it's so cool. And that's what makes the group cruises so much fun, because we can't wait to meet these guys in person.
It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
All right, guys,
so
have a great week.
I got to go to bed, guys.
Yeah,
so we will talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.